Hey guys, and welcome back to this video. Now inside this video we are going to talk about the file structure. Also we are talking about some of the basic components that we actually using inside this particular application. Okay, we are understanding our code and some of couple of things. Okay, now here is the point. Um, this video will take some longer than actually our previous videos, and also some of the next couple of videos also take some longer time as compared to others. Okay, now let's get started here. What exactly we are going to do? Here is our node module folder, which contains all the modules like a React Native package, expose status bar package, and all those package which we are going to be downloading inside the future. Okay, so don't touch it, don't delete it. If you delete this particular module, how we gonna recreate this? If you doubt it, you just need to type npm install here, and you're gonna able to install all the packages like this way: npm install, and that's it. Literally that's it. Okay, npm install, this is the command, enter it, and all the packages will be gonna download it. Okay, so don't worry if you delete this node module, but don't delete other things like assets or maybe anything else. Asset contains all the images of your application. If you think that, hey, why assets, you can create another folder of image and where you can just put your own images. It's also a fine. All right, so don't try to be hesitate with this way. Okay, it's also fine. Now let us take a moment to understand the basic things like what exactly this code is doing. So I'm just going to delete all the things. Okay, here I can create another sfc, means a particular function, and here is our name of a function which is app. All right, and that's it. We are not getting any props or anything else. We are just going to be returning a simple tag. Okay, if you have a knowledge of a react js, we know that react js function will also return a one particular tag, just like division tag. It's only written a one particular tag there. It doesn't return a multiple tag like a division and let's say a division and a division. Obviously this will give you an error because return is only returns of one particular thing. So what we're going to do here, we can't be able to use a division tag because of, we know that the documentation says if you wanted to use a division tag inside a react native, we need to use a view tag there. So I'm going to use view tag here. All right, I'm just going to save it like this way, and here you can see it's refreshing, but it's particularly a blank activity. We don't have any content out there. So how are we going to create a content there? This is our view tag, and we wanted to change some background here. We don't know how much height this particular views are containing, how much width it's going to be containing. We just created a function, and function will return the view. That means a simple thing, and we want to design it. So how are we going to design it? There are a couple of ways where you can just design the particular view, and the first way, which is inline design, which is going to be style and double curly braces, and inside the double curly braces you can just put your background color, and I think something is, and blue. Save it. Okay, you can see this. We don't have any it's not containing it. So what we're gonna do is a flex one, and we are saving it. Now what does the flex one does? Flex one is going to be achieved by width, full width, and full height. If you consider a thing like you have a page, okay, in that particular page you wanted to use a full width and full height, then you can obviously use flex one. But if you have a multiple content, like if I just create a one particular content inside a view, inside let's say view, and let me just close it, and this contains multiple view. For this, what we gonna do is that we are going to be style it with background color of light blue, and this will be a background color of yellow, let's say. Okay, right, let's go with yellow, save it. You can see there is nothing going to be happen because we are not set it out what exactly the height will be, what exactly the width will be. So I'm going with the height. Height will be, let's say, 100, and width, if you want to go with a percentage like 100%, then you need to use a double quotes or a single quotes so that he can understand it. You can see now it's 100 of width, and sorry, width is 100% and height will be the 100 pixels. Now, yes, you definitely can choose a full flex. Then you just need to use flex 1. And okay, so if you don't give a comma there, you get an error. And now you can see the height and width will be 100% using a flex 1. But what if we go with let's say flex 1 is also there, save it. You can see we got an 50-50. So first view which contains a 50% of height, 100% of width, and second is also contain 50% of height and 100% of width. Now here if you change the value of a flex 2, then yellow will contain some more space as compared to the light blue. All right, I hope you understand. Now this is a particular thing where you can just style this component is out, but you have multiple things as well. You can do it in a better way. So what exactly the better way did? Better way is that you can just create your style component as a variable. So here I'm going to be click RNNS to get this particular thing. And to get this with the help of RNNS, you just need to download a particular package, which is here I guess so. I use a lot of packages, so it's really hard to be able to understand. Okay, let me just go with the React Native and let me just save it there. Okay, here as you can see, React Native Tools is the package. Also, you can just download this as well, snippets, so that you can able to understand. So RNS is really a good thing. Now you can see that cons styles, what exactly the style sheets and create and all these things. Style sheet is coming from the React Native, which can create an object for us, and that particular object is containing all the styles. So now let's create a container object here. Inside the container object, we can pass the CSS style out, but it is a really different. You consider like background color there, light, let's say gray or something. If you go with the flex of 1, and if you save this, we haven't, how we can apply this container to this particular view, right? So space it here, go with style, and inside of one curly braces, we can pass our styles dot container. Save it. We expect it to be okay. Save it, and you can see this view are applied to background color. We are going to be applied container to this particular view, and that's the amazing thing about it. Okay, I hope now you're able to understand how this const styles are actually going to be working. All right, now let us understand one more thing about it. This function is really different than what we saw when we are creating a project. Okay, so let's cut this out. We saw that functions will be like this when we are creating a project, right? But this function is really gonna different as compared to those. So what exactly different between those? Well, when we are going with this function, which is a SFC function, this is an arrow function, okay, which is of ES6 syntax, but this function is different function from that particular arrow function. Some people are like this function, some people are like this function. You can go with anything which you wanted to go. I personally use arrow functions when we are creating reusable components. Those the particular thing which we are talking about is in the next video, but certainly just understand those concepts. Functions is just a concept. We can choose any one of the function method which you wanted to go for. Okay, and again, one more thing, some people are like to use this way of exportation, export function app. They don't want to write this particular code, they wanted to export this, but this exportation for this exportation, we need a different approach. Okay, if we just go with a return statement, paste it here, let's go this way. If I just save it, you can see it's now refreshing. We got an error, expected a string. What exactly it's going to be returning? If you want to use app, then we need to return it as like this way, app from app. But for now, this app is not a default return statement. We want a default return statement. So I just put default, save it. Then we saw we get a clear output. That's the thing. Okay, some people are like this way, some people are like another way. You can choose any one of the approach view you wanted to choose. Okay, that's gonna be easy. Now let us understand exercise. So what we're gonna do here, we are creating a new particular JS file, creating a folder which contains components, and inside a component I create a page of a home page. No, this is just an application, just a basic application. First, we need to import a React. Second, we need to create a SFC, that means a basic function. So I'm just going with home page. Okay, you have another approach to do as well. We have RFS, I think so. Um, RFS, okay, RSF, so that you can just put import React home page and all those things. So this is a particular thing. You have a lot more shortcut if you download the snippets and some of the tools that Visual Studio Code are going to be provided you. It's also a easiest part, so don't try to worry about it. Just return view, and here is the view slash view. Okay, now inside the particular view, you can create a RNNS, and inside a RNS you can create a container, and you're gonna see that view is not gonna import it from the React Native. If you choose this, you need to import it as well. Let's go with the importation, import view and style sheet from React Native. Okay, now the both are actually going to be working, and now what we're gonna create here is that just a styles dot container. Here is flex one background color, which is light blue. Also justify content, don't try to worry about it, we are going to be justify content into the center. Here is align items to going to be center. Okay, now save this, and here we are going to be creating just a text tag, hello React Native, and just close the text tag, save it. Now how we gonna use this component inside your app.js? We don't require this view, we are just going to be working with homepage slash this, and let's import the homepage. Now importation is a very important thing inside this. So inside homepage we are going to be defaultly returning it, so we don't try to use this curly braces, we can just directly say homepage from that. This I have, let's say, is components. Inside the components we have save it. And yeah, can't find variable s. I think some going to be take is there. Oh, yeah, save it. Oh, we are not going to be imported text from the React Native, so it's going to be text, and you can see our output. Okay. Now, I hope that you got an idea how exactly the styles are actually going to be working, how exactly the inline style actually going to be working. Uh, we have another approach of a style, but that style we are not talking about in this particular section. When we are creating a reusable components, we are going to be talk about that. Okay, don't try to worry about it. We are going to be working with those components as well. First, we are understanding the component of view and text. We are understanding the styles, what the different style approach to style the component. Second, the folder structure, and I hope you understand properly. This section is also a little bit a smaller section, but some of our couple of sections will take some longer time as well. So just be with me and just continuously learning it. Okay. I hope you understand the homepage components, basic things. Let's go with the next.